Welcome to Tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everybody for coming in so early. We've got another busy beginning here, and I know we've got a couple of brand new channels in the chat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Johnny Bites. This is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They've been in here many times before. Those of you who are here regularly will recognize them, of course. They've got 166 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They have shown generosity and impact within our community, of course, and lots of positivity in the chat, and for that reason they were chosen to be featured today. We feature a different channel every single day based on generosity and impact that we see within the community. So thank you everybody for coming in. Particularly the way that we connect here is to visit a channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long, better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review and caught in the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up always, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications as you see me do for all creators, and that should make your connection stick. So again, welcome everybody, and Ryan C, I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that right for you, but thank you for coming in. I know before we started you were mentioning the idea that you know, you've been in other live streams and people unsub. It's not so much that. YouTube has been purging very aggressively for the last 6 months, and what happens is if people connect with each other and don't follow the full procedure that we talk about, what happens is YouTube will aggressively get rid of anything it thinks are invalid or inactive connections. It's not always right though. The algorithm's not perfect when it does that, and it often takes away connections that are absolutely valid. So for the most part, we find that 99 times out of 100 it's YouTube that's doing it, but it just makes it more important than ever that all of us do as much as we possibly can to support each other while we're connecting these days. And again, it's just in the procedure that we have in our video description. Thank you so much, Jack Dawson, for your super chat. Thank you also, Vern's Junk Closet. We're going to look at those two channels right before we start spinning the wheel today. For those of you who were here yesterday, you'll have to accept my apology. We lost the stream after about an hour and 40 minutes. If it's that long, then I won't come back. But if it's less than an hour and a half, we will restart once if we ever lose a connection. But I did talk to the cable company today. They've assured me that we should be good to go. I've got the phone plugged in as backup if we need it, and apparently my system knows what to do. So we'll see. Like I said, we're looking at Johnny Bites, 166 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 170 and closer to the 200 that they're looking for. I'm happy to see that Vern's Junk Closet is in the house today. She is a very dear friend to me, my YouTube BFF, absolutely. And you've seen us together many times before on panels, both on her channel, other channels, and with myself, and with episode 100 of Tuberchat. So since episode 200 is coming up in just a few short weeks, Vern's Junk Closet will join me again. We will have a 2-hour conversation, much different than our regular live streams. If you want to get an idea of what to expect, go back and watch episode 100. You'll see what we did last November the 1st, and then we will have another discussion now and see what we've learned in the last many months, and people will be able to ask questions. So thank you everybody for coming in, especially so early. When we lost the stream yesterday, I did save the wheel, so we've still got the same 5 channels that were left on the wheel before it cut. We will continue with those. I've got a few more members. I've got some more people to add in here. And then I'll do the housekeeping on the wheel while we right after my introductions. Ace Flaw 1, Andy just walked in. Thanks for coming in. Antoinette at Fun, I've got you on the wheel already. Artfully Blind with Diana is with us all the time. I'll get you on the wheel in a second. Be Savage, it's good to see you back. Thanks for coming in. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs is here with us for every live stream. Thank you for coming back in. Gareth Lynch, Deserted Placed in Scotland, good to see you. And Hilda DC is the newest member of our moderator team. She's here with us. House of X Entertainment Inc. is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, in a joint business channel. And our new friend Ryan C. Hopefully you have a good time here and meet new friends. Like I said, if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that we talked about that are in our video description, you will likely meet as many friends and family members for your channel as you would like today. Jack Dawson, a very generous supporter, as we've seen. We'll be looking at his channel shortly. JetLife777 has been a longtime member of Tuberchat as well. Thanks for coming in. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and a moderator always. Mark McEwen is back, along with Arloic. It's good to see you. Retronic Collector, thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuberchat, I believe, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel, if that's what you would like. Sergeant Life is here with us all the time. Thank you for coming in. Two of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube are here as our dedicated moderators, Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete PA. I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Thrill Seeks is in the house. I've got you on the wheel. Trissa is back. It's good to see you. TWT TV is here with us all the time. And Vegan Realist, it's wonderful to see you. He always has an engaging live stream going on with thousands and thousands of subscribers and streams to multiple platforms. So it's always a pleasure having you here. Willow's Creations, I'm glad you could make it in as well. Thank you for coming. Anne's Cooking and More, this might be your first time with us, so hopefully you're feeling welcome also. And All Things Miss Tanita, it's good to see you. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I will get around to everybody, of course. If you've mentioned anything in the chat that you wanted me to see, like a question or a comment, then I hope that you will just be patient with me. Mention it again, as I am always behind when we get started with the live stream. And if you don't mind mentioning what you were looking for again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, that might help me see it a little bit earlier, and I will keep my eye open for that. So yeah, I'll get you to pardon me just for a quick second. We'll talk about Johnny Bites for one more second, and then I will start spinning the wheel. Pardon me for that. Already I look like I'm having internet trouble, but we'll see what's up with that. I noticed my RAM is recycling as well. There's a lot to think about when you're live streaming, right? For those of you who live stream or are thinking about doing it, you got to keep on top of quite a few things here. So thank you everybody again for your patience. It looks like we're running. Phase Yoda Phase King, good to see you here. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that, of course. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but it's very quick. You don't lose your place, and it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. Yeah, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. It looks like everybody's doing okay. And again, if you mentioned something that you wanted me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, and I will try to catch it the next time around. Emotion just walked in the door. Thank you for coming in. And Artfully Blind with Diana. Is now on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I have, just give me a nudge. Any of the members that you know should be on here, but I think we're caught up. Kristen Welton will come on now. And I will get to our first 2 super chatters before we start spinning the wheel. Vern's Junk Closet, my BFF forever, here on YouTube. Like I said, you've seen us many times before, and Johnny Bites is our featured channel for today, so I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. They're a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Vern's Junk Closet is coming up right now. Life with Adrienne XO, it's great to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And this is going to be our special guest again. So on Tuberchat, you know, we do the same type of live stream every day, but on episode 100, we celebrated with a very special interview discussion with Vern's Junk Closet. She's got almost 4,500 subscribers now and is very influential. She's got an unbelievably dedicated and loyal community around her, and she shares all of her knowledge about YouTube and the things that you need to do to improve your videos and your channel itself, and for that generosity we have become close. She's been previously featured, of course, with 2 channels. She's got another one here, and forgive me for not getting that channel right up, but that's okay, we're good now. VMAX Show is her second channel, and this is where we get a backstage look at the creator behind Vern's Junk Closet a little bit more. And thank you so much, Michael's Adventures. Yeah, at least the mic is on for once, right? But with 520 subscribers over here, she is doing just fine, and hopefully everybody will connect with Vern's Junk Closet on both channels. This is somebody who was introduced to me about 1.5 years ago. It's been that long. She's still with me now, connected both on my personal channel and here in Tuberchat, and is an extremely influential and inspiring creator. So I hope, like I said, everybody will connect with her. I can't say enough good things, but she's here with us in the chat again today, and you've already seen generosity from her. Corinne's Life just walked in. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. She's always here as a member and a moderator. And I am going to get Jack Dawson's channel ready for us as well. So thank you one more time, Vern's Junk Closet, for your super chat again today, and Jack Dawson again today. Thank you for your super chat. I always type in MLB The Show when I'm looking for Jack Dawson. That's a video game that is just one of many that are played in his live streams, where he commentates and then keeps up with the chat as well, and does a great job. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jack Dawson if you haven't already. With 1,650 or so subscribers, we can get him a little bit closer on the road to 1,700 that he's thinking about. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And again, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. We're doing great today so far, and I'll appreciate it greatly. Protect Sports Network with some more generosity again. Another super chat from Protect Sports Network. So we'll look at that channel right before we spin the wheel. And that's another channel that's actually another creator that's got 2 channels that come into Tuberchat. We also know them as ALOT, and they're here with us very often, all the time. I always have a good time hanging out on their live streams. They often have engaging panels, and on ALOT they do a little bit of a different style of live streaming, where they tell a little bit more personal stories, if you want to call it that. I think every Wednesday he does a story, and I've been lucky to catch him many times. We'll look at that channel in a second. Jack Dawson, like I said, has been a long-time supporter of Tuberchat, both as a member of our community and as an official member. Speaking of which, there is Kitty Mom Adventures. So I've got you on the wheel right away as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, and we'll catch up if we have. And Ace Flaw 1, that's Andy, on the road to 3,300. Very good. Very cool. And it looks like everybody's doing okay. So as long as the chat's running, we are good to go. Let's get Protect Sports Network up here. Thank you one more time, Jack Dawson, for your generous super chat again. And thank you, Protect Sports Network, also again for your super chat. And then Kitty Mom Adventures, just to say thank you, not for a promo. Thank you anyway, but I do appreciate that. I appreciate your super chat. For that reason, I will put your channel up right away, because you're on the wheel anyway. So I absolutely will, right after Protect Sports Network, before we start spinning. I'll put your channel up on the screen, but thank you. Kitty Mom Adventures is another generous creator. I did an interview with her about 2 weeks ago. You can find that on our front page, or if you connect with her, it's easy to find as well. Just Diana Fabulous over 50, good to see you here. Oh, that's Artfully Blind with Diana with a second channel. Very cool. So thank you for coming in with that. Anybody that runs multiple channels is welcome to come into Tuberchat with both or more if you have more. The only thing I ever ask is that you always treat every channel separately, as you see a lot of creators do who come in with multiple channels. So that we're always following the full procedure. Like I keep saying, it's very important that we all do as much as we possibly can for each other while we're connecting, and that's to help us beat the algorithm as far as the purging goes and make sure those connections stick. Tuberchat is just a meeting place. We're here to meet each other as creators for the purpose of supporting one another, more so for the creators than the content. And I'm sure that what you'll find, for anybody who's a little bit newer to Tuberchat, if you haven't been here that long or many times before, or even if it's your first time, you'll find that by meeting other creators here, you will find people in all different sorts of niches, probably making videos that you would have never even thought about before. And eventually you will find yourself actually being a fan of the content as much as the creators. That's what I find for myself. 99% of the channels that I follow now out of thousands have less than 10,000 subscribers. Excuse me, and I love the content that I find, and especially the relationships that are made. ProTech Sports is an example. That's a channel where when I visit the live streams, I always get a warm welcome. We have other members from their community who have come into Tuberchat now as well. I'm just going to show you his other channel for a quick second, and then we will get to Kitty Mom Adventures, and we're going to be getting to Corinne's Life in a second as well. This always happens when I look for this channel. If you don't find one right away, you just want to get into your filters. You can do this on a computer or the phone. Make sure you match the avatar so that you've got the right channel. But this is the second channel from ProTech Sports Network. As you can see right there, the logo's right behind his picture there. And I follow both of these channels, of course. They come in regularly, and it's an extremely generous creator behind both of these channels. So I hope everybody will connect with them on both. Here is Kitty Mom Adventures, and thank you again, all of you, for your super chats. I do appreciate that. We will get to spinning the wheel as soon as we get one more channel up. So 190 subscribers for Kitty Mom Adventures. Like I said, I did an interview with her recently, and you can find that. It turned into a 4-hour conversation about YouTube, particularly tips and tricks and experiences that we've all shared. We were joined by Froggy Went to Knitting and Be Yourself with Jane and Mr. Naz TV as well for a little while. So hopefully everybody will check that video out. You can catch it on our front page or through Kitty Mom Adventures on her own channel, and she's doing a fantastic job of posting very frequently, so there's a lot of material over there. Skywatcher Footage, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I tend to get behind. If anybody's mentioned something like a question or a comment that you wanted me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, and I will hopefully catch it the next time around. Got my eyes open. MAH Videos is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Thank you for coming in. It's always great to see you. I'm glad to have you back in the chat. And Jewel in the Kitchen, let's get you onto the wheel. You're going to take the place of Corinne's Life because she's coming up right now. And thank you again for that generous super chat again. I'm just going to show you something actually as we get into Corinne's Life, because Kitty Mom Adventures is doing the featured channels collaboration, and you'll see that on Corinne's Life as well. And when you feature channels on your front page like that, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it, because it's a great way to trade favors with another creator and get a friendship started. That's where the real strong and solid foundation for your channel comes from. Imagine if you had 100 true friends on YouTube, and I'm not talking about 1,000 subscribers. I'm talking about 100 friends that truly care about your content, your channel, and your success, that are excited every time you put out a video or a premiere, hang out in your live streams, and all the other things we need as growing YouTubers. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you got 100 views on every video that you put out within the first day or two? That would start to make your channel really fly, and that's really what we're after here. Some will move faster, some not as much, but by getting that strong and solid foundation of friends connected, this is where you're really going to see a solid and strong foundation for your entire YouTube journey. 345 Barry, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I didn't mean to miss anybody. I think I saw another channel come in that SK Manly Gaming is in the house. Good to see you here. And I think we've welcomed everybody. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to, of course. As long as everybody's still active, we'll get around to everybody. But it looks like everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. I am doing just great, so thank you for asking. Hopefully everybody in the chat is as well. Fanatic Guide, I don't think I welcomed you, but I did notice you come in earlier, and it's great to have you back. So thank you for that. And Phase Yo to Phase King, yes, yo to you. TC Unleashed you. Thank you so much for the thumbs up and the hello. I appreciate that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. Corinne's Life is an extremely generous creator. She swaps playlists with creators even though she's already monetized on her main channel. She started a couple of others here. We'll look at one of those in a second. And then as well, she does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about. And she allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. So, and thank you MAH Videos for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Hopefully everybody other than that is doing okay. 61 subscribers on her second channel. One of the things we know about channels with less than 100 subscribers is that the purging and the glitching that we talk about that YouTube's been doing for the last while. There was a bad one on Wednesday. Tuberchat even lost like 5 subscribers that day. We know that it's hitting channels with less than 100 the hardest. So again, in the spirit of doing everything we can for other creators while we're connecting, one of the things you can do as well is hit the discussion tab. You could do this for any channel under 1,000, but I particularly do it for any channels under 100. And you can leave a comment here, and that lets the algorithm know that you absolutely intended to connect with them. For those of you who have heard me talk before about the purging and glitching going on again today, Kristen and I woke up and Kristen was not subscribed to Tuberchat again. So one of the things you can find, if you go to a channel and you find you're not subscribed, if you just click on the next tab, like videos if you want, or something like that, you will possibly see that it's just a glitch and you are still subscribed, but the button wasn't gray for a second. But today we found that Kristen, for the third time now, was not subscribed to Tuberchat. She is a member, moderator, and is with us for hours on every single live stream. So that's ridiculous. MAH Videos, you have a question. There's a tax section on YouTube. If you are not in the USA, still we have to add the details. And yes, I can explain. So I am not a tax attorney or an accountant. So you need to seek advice better than mine if you want to make a move on that. But what they're doing now is, because they've changed the rules about our income, when you are receiving income, to be honest with you, I don't even know how they categorized it before. Now they're categorizing it as royalties. And what that means is you are making money from the US population, if I understand it right, and for that reason we all need to pay a certain amount of taxes. Most countries have tax treaties with the United States so that we get special treatment and don't necessarily have to pay the same taxes that we would if we lived in that country. It's an agreement that the countries all do together because, you know, with movies, television, and content like we produce, you know, it's worldwide. It's a global thing. So you need to study that very carefully and make sure that you're not, first of all, misclaiming the wrong amounts. One of the reasons is because you don't want to give up too much. You want to pay, let's say, the right amount of taxes and not any more. YouTube will take care of it for you, but you have to fill those forms in, so please take as much time as you possibly can to read them, understand them. You still have some time, but you'll want to get that done. So hopefully that's, I know it's a little bit vague of an explanation, because like I said, I'm not a tax professional, but I have been through it. I do, for the most part, understand exactly what it means. Different for different people in different countries as well. So it's very important to have a look at that. Hopefully everybody will do that as well. But thank you for asking, because we haven't talked about that yet on Tuberchat that I remember, and it's a great question. Greenwell Fishing, it's good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. Yesterday we lost the stream while you were still here. I had you on the wheel, so you're still on the wheel today. And Princess Beyond Passions, same thing for you. I'm so sorry about yesterday. If we lose a stream before an hour and a half is up, then I will probably stop and restart one time, never more than once, because I don't want everybody to sit around waiting. But I did talk to our cable company today. They assured me that the problem is fixed. We'll see, but just so you know, and you both, Greenwell Fishing and Princess Beyond Passions, are on the wheel already because it's saved from yesterday. Teresa Starship, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. Carly, forgive me, I want to pronounce your name right. Carly Marslift? I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but hopefully I'm at least getting it close. But hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is obviously your first time with Tuberchat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. Everybody's here to connect. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in your video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Cubs Den is in the house. Very good to see you. Thank you for coming in. That is another extremely generous creator who shares an abundance of knowledge for everything regarding YouTube, your videos, your channels, and what you can do to improve and succeed. And they have got some seriously busy live streams as well, where it's an extremely engaged conversation, and you'll find me over there frequently. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, I should get around to everybody. John H. Shelton, good to see you here. The How-To Lady, good to have you back. Thanks for coming in. Kristen Marie's Life, it's great to see you as well. And we're doing okay. We're looking at 2 pineapples right now, and these are dear friends of Tuberchat. This is somebody that I talk to that shares a bunch of knowledge as well. We share between ourselves, and then they are okay with me spreading that knowledge throughout the community as well. They've got exciting things going on their channel. So they've got a 24-hour live stream rolling all the time. They've often got 2 at a time going, plus they live stream on location and are doing a great job of posting videos, and they're constantly experimenting with new things in their live streams and their chats. So there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by, and they are absolutely willing to share their knowledge with anybody. So if you're over there, hopefully you have a good time hanging out in their live streams, as I always do. There's always engaging conversation, and don't be afraid to reach out and ask them if you want to know how they're doing some of the things that they're doing, because they're happy to share that knowledge. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Declan Fans 2020 official is in the house. Let me just spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel happening right now. Corinne's Life is now our stream boss, I see. She's been our stream boss most of the time since we've had that thing running, but it's great to see. And look at that, Princess Beyond Passions, that's your luck. Not too long after you come in today, you come right up onto the screen from the wheel. I will get to a couple of more people that are not already on the wheel that should have been when we start to wean the names down, and when I start to look at my list to add some more channels. Princess Beyond Passions has 621 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 630, and get them rolling towards the 700 that they're thinking about right now. As you can see, there's a little bit to be learned here as well from this creator, including this goal setting video, which is right on the top of the front page here. That's something that will be a great thing to connect with them with. It's a video that's over 3 minutes long, which is what we're looking for. We always want to be connecting to with channels, sorry, we want to be connecting with videos that are over 3 minutes long. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes, and leaving long, genuine, meaningful comments, preferably at least 2, if not 3, 4, or 5 sentences. And, you know, we live wholeheartedly here in the Tuberchat community by the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive, knowing that that support ends up coming back. If you do that and you keep that in the forefront of your mind while you're out supporting everybody on YouTube, I promise there will be a day where the support you receive will be so overwhelming you can barely keep up. So, on that note, let's continue spinning and we'll get to our next channel. And soon we will end up getting some names from our list. We'll get some channels out of the chat up onto the wheel and onto the screen. We're going to look at Emotion right now. This is a music channel, and this is a creator that came to us quite some time ago. They've been a generous supporter of Tuberchat, a loyal and dedicated supporter as well. We want to type in Emotion New Soul R&B. When you have channels that have popular names or popular words in their names, you want to search, find, and click on them. It's much, much better than, you know, dropping links and things like that so often. The reason why is because it's wonderful for the algorithm when these channels that are struggling with the search results get found and clicked on. You can imagine that over a few months, as this happens hundreds of times, hopefully, this creator will start to climb up the search results, and by the time they have 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, they should be coming up #1, even though their name is so unbelievably popular, because the algorithm gets to know who's looking for them and does a better job of predicting. Just Diana, Fabulous Over 50, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to get your channel up onto the screen next before I spin the wheel again. And I'll put them both up, as a matter of fact. So let's look at your second channel right now. Just Diana, Fabulous Over 50 with 11 videos. We don't know how many subscribers she has just yet, but that's okay. We just want to push her towards the next milestone that she's looking towards. So this is a new connection for Tuberchat. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take your latest video. Actually, I always take videos that are 10 minutes long. So let me find something a little bit longer here. I'll take your 8-minute one and the one that I just saved as well. So I've got 2 of them in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch both of those videos in full in the next 24 hours. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of at least one of them. And it'll be easy because I'm very familiar with these monthly subscription boxes. So I'm interested to see what this Birchbox is. But I will also give you a thumbs up, of course, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators, and then our connection should stick. And hopefully you will subscribe to Tuberchat with that channel as well, and have the notification bell on, as I'm sure that you will. Let's look at Artfully Blind with Diana. This is the creator behind the channel that we just looked at. And like I said, anybody's welcome to come in with more than one channel, as long as you always treat them separately, so that we're always following the full procedure when connecting. And Artfully Blind with Diana has 3,000 subscribers, so you can bet there's much to be learned from her here, as well as entertained and inspired by. Fanatic Guide. Oh, thank you very much. Well, Fanatic Guide, I mean, there's a few reasons why I don't do a lot of links here in Tuberchat. You know, we've started doing a small bit more than we ever did, but I don't want to do anything to make anything easy on anybody, right? The idea here is Tuberchat is meant to be the most strict of all the growth streams. You know, there's hundreds of them, thousands, and I don't know if I'm actually the most strict, but between the rules in the chat and the things that we do and the way that the chat rolls here, the idea is, by not doing anything to make it easy on anybody, you know that you're getting the most loyal and dedicated supporters, because anybody that's not willing to put up with the way that we run the chat won't stay. You know what I mean? If people are just interested in pumping their numbers up, you can't blame anybody for wanting to do that. You know, we all wish we had bigger numbers than we have, I'm sure, but when you move too fast, YouTube tends to take a lot of that away, and we hear about it all the time. So we're here much more for the friendships and relationships that are built by collaborating with other creators, much more than just simply worrying about our subscribers and things like that. Sync 4, good to see you here. Oh, anxiety on another account. Okay, I feel like I remember that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome with this account too. That's fantastic. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you'll meet lots of friends and family members here as well. Willow's Creations, we need to slow down. Are you talking about the chat or slow down as far as connecting? One of the things that I like to point out is when you're here in Tuberchat, it is very reasonable that you can meet 8 to 10 new friends, subscribers, let's say, per hour. But if you're meeting more than that, then it's too fast, and chances are YouTube is going to take some of those connections away, maybe all of them, within the next couple of days. We don't want to see that happen to anybody, so just keep that in mind, because if you're watching a full video of 3, 4, 5, or 6 minutes, you know, it takes that long to connect with somebody. Then you're meant to be out watching that video, then coming back into the live stream. This is a new connection for Tuberchat. Greenwell Fishing is back with us for the second day in a row today, and Sync 4, I'm always good, so thank you for asking. Hopefully you are too. Rock Chick Beauty, thank you so much for your super chat. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up right before we spin the wheel again. Just looking back, did I forget anything? I don't think I did. I think we're okay. If I've missed a question or a comment that anybody had in the chat, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience, and add 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up for the stream, I'll appreciate that as well. And if you can share out, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that. Rock Chick Beauty will be coming up next, but right now we have Greenwell Fishing, and like I said, this is a channel that's back with us for the second time. They were on the wheel when we finished the stream yesterday. It cut off on us, and so we started with them today. Vanity Star TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Traces of Twan's Life, good to have you back. Emotion can be found. Let me type a message for you. Search Emotion New Soul R&B, and hopefully that will help you find them easier. Like I said, it's great to search, find, and click on somebody better than dropping a link where possible. So Greenwell Fishing has 920 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're already officially on the road to 1K, but we can probably get them to about 925 or 930 today, I'm sure. There are definitely enough people in the chat for that. Exploring with Shirley Lynch, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Do I enjoy gaming? Sync 4. I do, but I don't do nearly enough of it. So I don't make the time to play a lot of games. When I do, it's usually just Grand Theft Auto. I'll play for half an hour or an hour at a time. Probably not enough to do a channel, but I do have a couple videos out of different games as well. I've done some retro gaming, but I do enjoy video games very much. Like I said, I just don't, it's not that I don't have the time, I don't make the time. We can all say we don't have time for certain things, but you gotta decide if you want to make the time for certain things. Rock Chick Beauty is coming up right now. This is Orianne Lucy. She's a dear friend of Tuberchat. She's been with us for a while now. She's a generous creator that allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And you can see that she does the feature channels collaboration that I talk about all the time, which, you know, when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. And if you have featured Tuberchat on your front page, then please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. We had a new channel walk in, Chen Official. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I feel like I recognize your channel. Maybe we met outside before, but it's great to have you here. And everybody's here to connect, so please take your time, meet people one by one. If you follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel, if that's what you would like. Let's spin one more time. Rock Chick Beauty, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate that as always. And hopefully we'll get Rock Chick Beauty over 160 subscribers today, a little bit closer to the 200 that she's thinking about. I must have put Kristen Welton on twice. I did, because she was already on the wheel yesterday. when we cut off, so I accidentally added it a second time today, but that's okay. Kristen Welton happens to be my love. She is in the chat as a member and a moderator always. She's always here with us, and she's got her own channel doing her own thing. She's having a little bit of success with shorts lately as well, as you can see, with 28,000 views on one, 19 on another, and several thousand between a few more. But she's got a lot of variety on her channel, including lifestyle videos, unboxings, and a few collaborations with other creators as well, including Burns Junk Closet, who we talked about at the beginning of the live stream. She's got 1,260 or so subscribers. Hopefully we can push her to 1,270 or so, a little bit closer on the road to the 1,300 she's thinking about. And then yeah, thank you, Sync4. I appreciate the kind words, and hopefully you will. I'll be looking forward to seeing your gaming videos. Like I said, when I play games, it's either retro stuff, like I end up playing like Super Mario and stuff like that, or particularly most of the time, 99% of my gaming is all done in Grand Theft Auto. I just love, love, love that game. Can't tell you the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars that I've given that company over the years. And, you know, it will be a wondrous day when we see Grand Theft Auto 6, of course. It's almost time for me to start adding a couple of names to the wheel. So what I'll do today is go right to the list, and we'll get a few names out of the chat to come on to the wheel first. And then I will clean up a couple of other things that I need to do, make up for a couple of our gold members who haven't been on yet, and get our moderators on and things like that. So let's get Mark McEwen on there. Great to see you at the top of the list today. Sergeant Life is usually at the top of the list when they're here, which is almost all the time. Another longtime friend of Tuberchat. Let's get 345 Barry on there, and we will get TWTTV, and then I will look for some more channels shortly. Let's spin and see who's coming up next. So, pardon me while I'm just looking. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuberchat. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook, just in case you wanted to reach out. I'm always happy to share information regarding YouTube. It doesn't have to be a question, even if you have things that you'd like for me to spread throughout the community, or if you do have questions that you think I can answer, of course. Sync4, Minecraft, and Fortnite. I still have yet to try Fortnite. I've never tried. And then Phase Yoda Phase King is gaming and media. So what you'll find here in Tuberchat is lots and lots of channels with an unbelievably diverse, variety of content. There is lots and lots and lots of different stuff here. So Mark McEwen is a relatively new channel. Hopefully everybody will rally around them. We want to push them as hard as we can, because we know that the algorithm is really hammering channels under 100 subscribers the hardest. So the struggle for the first 100 is harder than ever. One of the things we can do for these channels is add a comment on the discussion tab. That gives the algorithm an extra hint that you really do mean to subscribe to this channel. But you can see that they're already doing the featured channels forgive me, this is their subscriptions. They've got their subscriptions public, which is another thing that I love to point out as well. I suggest that everybody put their subscriptions public. Now, I never want to tell anybody exactly what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. You have to make the right decisions for yourself. Most of the advice that I like to share here, or topics that we talk about, are just ideas based on the experience I have running other channels, as well as my own, as well as the things we share here in the community between each other, so that we can all make the right decisions for our channels. But one of the things I believe is that for all of us in the community, it benefits to have your subscriptions public. It makes things faster, because what happens is when you tell somebody that you've been to their channel, watched a video, left a comment, and subscribed, they can go into your subscription, see themselves there, know you're telling the truth, and they will be ready to go and get it right back. So it's something to think about. And then the wheel, Be Savage, you've seen this before. The wheel is what I have here is a robot called Bottissimo, and you've seen it using messages throughout the chat, dropping messages and links and stuff like that. It also does a great job of keeping track of everybody in the chat. So how long you've been here, as well as how much you've interacted with everybody. So when I need names for the wheel, I go over to the list and I grab them and put them on in order based on who's the most active in the chat. So it works out really well. And eventually everybody has the chance to be on the wheel or the screen. I know not everybody can stay for the entire 2 to 2.5 hours that Tuberchat usually streams, but that's a good way of making it somewhat fair. Emotion, thank you so much for your super chat. I was just about to put you up, but I forgot we already looked at your channel. So thank you so much for that. And hopefully that's an okay explanation of the wheel. Be savage, but let me know if you need me to clarify. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, please feel free to reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Lauren Perkins, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let me get you onto the wheel right away. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody's mentioned something in the chat that you wanted me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. I'll appreciate that greatly. And forgive me, Dead Soul Girl Gamer, I don't think I welcomed you today, but thank you for coming in. That's our most recent gold member, and I've already got you on the wheel for that reason. I saw you when you came in. I can't remember for the life of me whether I actually welcomed you. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, of course, right? Phasio to Phase King's willing to swap playlists, and Sync 4, I will probably be on for another hour, maybe a little bit longer than that. Tuberchat usually runs 2 hours, sometimes 2.5, and occasionally longer than that, but you can usually bet on at least 2 hours. We've been on for about 45 minutes, almost 50 minutes now. House of X Entertainment Inc. is a joint business venture between Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. They are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters who've been with Tuberchat from the beginning. They've been connected to me for over a year now. They support me both on my personal channel and here at Tuberchat with all 3 channels. They each have their own. And then, of course, this is a joint business venture between the 2 of them. Pardon me while Cat's misbehaving over there. And then, other than that, looks like everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And one of the things I like about putting channels up on the screen like this while we're live streaming is talking about the creators behind the channels. You know, every time we put a channel up, I get to know the channel a little bit better. Eventually, hopefully, the creators behind the channels as well, so that every time you're here, I can feature you better and better. What's the time in Canada? I'm in Ontario, Canada right now. Same time as New York. It's 10 to 5 p.m. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz is in the house. You are on your way to Tennessee. Oh, you're in Kentucky right now, and that's cool. Thank you so much. Yes, you have a great Easter as well. It's great to know you're getting out. Retronic Collector. Trying here. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're meeting lots of friends and family members while you're here. The good news is, you know, they'll be loyal and dedicated supporters. One of the things I recommend to people as well, when you see brand new channels in the chat, you want to have a look first and make sure that they are, you want to just feel them out a little bit first. This is why I recommend starting a conversation with people in the chat, or at least watching how they interact with everybody else, so that you know they'll be a loyal and dedicated supporter before connecting in most cases. And for you, it is 21 is 9 p.m., 9:50 p.m. So, you must, are you in the UK? Forgive me for not remembering. Maybe you're in the UK. Seems to me. Hopefully I haven't missed much in the chat. If anybody has the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. By the way, not that it matters, but I just want to let everybody know. So, you know, some of you know I'm working on a side project. It's an experimental channel called Thrive Together, which you'll see the link dropped. It's on our front page and this and that. It's copyright-free music. The same stuff you're hearing in the background of Tuberchat, I'm making that music available to everybody, but I've published it on all the major platforms. So if you're making TikTok or Instagram videos and things like that, that music is there. You can use that. So for those of you who follow Tuberchat on Instagram, you'll notice that my story for today has that music in the background, the same song that we start with. So if you're looking for that kind of music, or you happen to have found a song that you like, that stuff's available, and it's always instrumental. So if you're doing a live stream or something like that, you want copyright music that you know nobody's going to be trying to sing while you're talking, that's part of the purpose between it as well. And thank you, Retronic Collector. Yeah, Cubsten, yes, Canadian. That's a fellow Canadian in the house. We have a few that come through the Tuberchat live streams as well. And then, yeah, thank you, B Savage. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat, but it looks like everybody's doing okay. Thank you, Sync4. Yes, happy Easter to you, for everybody that celebrates Easter and the other holidays that are, you know, around this time. Hopefully everybody is getting to celebrate in the best way possible. I know the world's in a different state than it was a couple of years ago, so there's a lot of restrictions, but hopefully everybody is going to make the most of it. Sergeant Life has 161 subscribers. This is a long-time supporter of Tuberchat, a very loyal and dedicated supporter, of course, and previously featured channel, of course. And they've got, look, the featured channels collaboration going on here as well, with a lot of, actually every channel here that we see on their featured channels list, at least the first 6, are all friends of Tuberchat. So that's great to know. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and we'll see what else is coming up for today. We'll do a raid. Corinne's Life is going to go live in about an hour. She will go live an hour and 5 minutes from now, and we will be ready to raid that when it's time. Donut Toys and Games, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Donut Toys and Games is another longtime friend of Tuberchat, somebody who's with us regularly. Thrill Seeks. Missed yourself? Me? No, not yet. Not yet. Dead Soul Girl Gamer is a brand new channel that came into Tuberchat this weekend, but is our newest gold member. So they get a guaranteed feature every single day based on those slides that you see at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And then as well, their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs resisted your Easter egg for the last week. I've been eating chocolate for a week already. I am just as much addicted to chocolate as anybody could be, and yeah, I've been eating way too much of that stuff. Dead Soul Girl Gamer has 194 subscribers, so I'm hoping that we can push this channel a little bit farther right now and get them moving towards the 200 that they're thinking about. It's very possible that we can get them over that today. They only need 6 more subscribers to hit it. And yeah, Thrill Seeks, you're still on the wheel. What did I miss from B Savage? Oh, really? You lived in Oh, I forgot. I feel like maybe you said that before. Yeah, I do love you know, we're all lucky to be born, you know, it's the luck of the draw where you're born, but I do, you know, I've always loved living in Canada. You know, there's lots of other places to visit, but I've been very fortunate. I grew up in Toronto and now live close to Niagara Falls, but Canada does have a lot to offer. It seems that way, Mark McEwen. The older we get, the less we need. Yes, I find myself needing a lot less stuff, if that's what we're talking about. let's spin and we'll get to our next channel. Thank you again, Dead Soul Girl Gamer, for coming on as our newest gold member. Antoinette Fun is coming up right now. And this is another channel that's been back with Tuberchat again and again. Happens to be a member as well, and with 140 140, did that say 140 videos or subscribers? Let me see what it said. 140 videos, yes. So we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking for. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether you're on your first subscriber, first 5, 10, 50, 100, or 1,000, or even more. We all know what that feeling is like. So we always want to push each other towards the next milestone. One of the things you can do for any channel under 1,000 subscribers, I typically do it for channels under 100, but since I don't know, I've done it here. Your channel's being featured on Tuberchat this weekend was just a note that I gave them to let them know that they would be featured. But you can leave a message on their discussion tab, and that helps them know that, or that helps the algorithm know that you absolutely meant to subscribe to that channel. So your chances of losing that connection are lower. John H. Shelton was playing Angry Birds today. That's a game I haven't played in a while, but I found myself in the last few weeks when I'm out doing, like, you know, little 15-minute waits for different things, playing Candy Crush again. But Angry Birds is a long-time favorite, that's for sure. And Corinne's Life loves her area in the East Coast, which I've never been. So I'll be looking forward to more of her content. Hopefully she'll get out as the weather gets better and better for us all, and get some outdoor live streaming as well. That can do really, really well for those of you who have the ability. If it suits the content of your channel, outdoor live streaming can do great for income as well as everything else. And, oh, who mentioned cheesecake? Kristen made a cheesecake today. Ah, there it is, yes. Talking to Carla from Life Through Our Eyes 303. Let me get Carla onto the wheel. Life Through Our Eyes. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. There's Mumjoy. And, yeah, I do love cheesecake. But Krista makes a spectacular one. The level 3000 on Candy Crush, my goodness. You know what I do? I go up to like a couple hundred levels or something, and when it starts to get too ridiculous, I just delete the app and restart over. I don't hook it up to Facebook or any of that stuff. I just play for the sake of playing. I don't remember how high I ever got, but certainly not anywhere near there. TWTTV is coming up right now. Let us see what they have got going on for us today. This is another creator with multiple channels, and I'll show you a couple of them right now. Again, TWTTV, we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone they're looking for. And they are a generous creator who comes into Tuberchat regularly. They actually have 2 channels, and they've both been featured just recently, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to show you the second channel as well. It is called Lil Red and Bunny Tracks, with the word "and," not the ampersand that I just put. But Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is the second channel from TWTTV, and this is a music channel. They make music videos between the same creators from TWT. So that's very cool, and hopefully everybody will connect with them on both of these channels. Sync Force says cheesecake is the best dessert. It certainly is wonderful. I got to be careful not to go too far with that when we have it. Kristen makes a spectacular New York style cheesecake. And looks like everybody's doing okay. So let me spin. We'll get another channel up here. Let me take TWT off the wheel, and let's see who's coming up next. Oh, thank you, TWT. Took me a while to, I wanted to, like I've told you already, but I wanted to have a good look at these channels and see what Lil Red and Bunny Tracks was all about, because they were coming in with that channel for a while. And right before featuring them, I had a good look. I think that's really more the reason I decided to feature it, because I thought it was the coolest thing for a couple of creators to be doing two channels like that. This is Kitty Mom Adventure. So we talked about this at the beginning of the live stream, but she has got did I not put her channel up? I can't for the life of me remember if I put the channel up. I must have, so we'll only look at it for another second now, because she gave a super chat earlier. But Kitty Mom Adventures, I did a interview with a couple of weeks ago, and we'll take a quick look, see if I can find it. It turned into a 4-hour conversation where we were joined by Be Yourself with Jane and Mr. Naz TV and Froggy Went to Knitting. Oh, for the life of me, I can never find this thing. She posts so much content. Kitty Mom Adventures posts all kinds of content. I think she made a playlist too called Channel Chat. Anyway, it's in here. It's in here somewhere. Forgive me for not being able to see very well. Anyway, you'll find an interview if you wanted to watch that when you get to her channel. It's also featured on our front page. And you can see she does the featured channels collection or collaboration here as well. Froggy Went to Knitting is familiar to us, as well as Sparkle's Hope Chest is often with us here in the chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. And oh, Antoinette at Fun has 153 right now. Very cool. Hopefully we'll push you a little bit farther, closer to 160. Now we're going to look at Thrill Seeks. This is David. And some of us in different climates are gearing up towards theme park season. We don't know what the status will actually be. I should look it up right now. We're expecting Canada's Wonderland, which is our biggest theme park, which I happen to live close to, thank goodness. And I'm very lucky for that. Maybe opening in a month or so, but we'll see. We're under strict lockdowns right now again in our area that just went into effect this week again. So, you know, it's kind of up in the air, but we'll see. JetLife777, thank you for coming in. I've got you on the wheel. You took Thrill Seeks' place. Thrill Seeks has 880 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get them rolling towards the 900 that they're thinking about. They will soon be officially on the road to 1K. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment that anybody's mentioned. If I did, just please be patient with me and mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of your message. Hopefully it will help me see it a little bit easier. And, you know, I say the same things all the time when I feature channels, but if you're... you know, even if you're not the kind of person who likes to go on the bigger, more aggressive rides in a theme park, I think everybody enjoys watching everybody have fun, and it's always interesting. So you'll find a lot of that content here on Thrill Seeks, and David has been a long time generous and loyal and dedicated supporter. Oh, so Thrill Seeks has got something coming. Oh, Alton Towers. Okay, maybe they got some new stuff coming up for us too. And then Matt's Internet, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Let's look at Mumjoy right now. Going to be a hot summer, maybe. Mark McEwen, yeah, in Hawaii, I imagine it's probably always a hot summer, but might be even more so then. And what was it Life Through Our Eyes 303? No, Life with Adrienne XO. So you're scared to cut your hair. I've been overdue for a haircut since just after Christmas, and I made a big speech last weekend about the fact that I'm so happy I'm going to finally get my haircut. Because you could have got it done here if I went to somebody that I don't usually go to. But the girl who always cuts my hair for years now has been out of work for a year. So I think it's a better idea for me to go. I only want her to do it anyway. But, you know, she unfortunately had to text me the other day and say, well, we're back under lockdown. So it's going to be another 4 weeks. So at some point, maybe I'm going to have the longest hair I've ever had in my life, which I thought I already had, but we'll see. week Monday, Thrill Seeks. Very cool. You'll be going to Alton Towers again. That's very cool. Disneyland Be Savage. Yeah, it would be great if you could get footage if it's suitable for your channel. I'll have to get to know your channel a little bit better first, but especially for anybody doing variety, I always suggest just film anything, because you can always not use it or delete it if you change your mind and stuff like that. Scratch and PPA, thank you for reminding everybody to like and share. Yes, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It's very quick, and it really does help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting. Oh, dry heat, Mark McEwen says. Oh, in Arizona. Sorry, I should have known that, I think. I don't know if I should have known that or not, so forgive me. Kristen might have to learn how to cut hair, otherwise I'll never get it done. What do I do if I can never get a haircut again? I'll never do it. We'll have to see. Yeah, the hat stays on for at least another month. So the good news is I bought the cheapest hat I could find. So I'm getting more value out of it as weeks go on. So that's looking at it like the cup's half full, right? And actually, let's get our moderators on here right now. I don't know if Hilda DC is still with us or not. Thank you for the thumbs up. TC Unleashed, unleash you. Yeah, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, if you have the ability to share the stream, I'll appreciate that as well, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course. And that does wonders for the algorithm, as you can imagine. When you share out, especially your own stuff on other social networks, and then you bring people in, or if other people share for you and bring new people in, it works wonders for the algorithm, as you can imagine. We're going to look at 345 Barry right now, and I'm going to add a couple of names to our wheel in another moment here. I should take a break, as a matter of fact, so I'll do that after this channel. And maybe I'll get an afro, maybe Fanatic Guide. I certainly won't need extensions, that's for sure. Oh, Scratch and Pete will be lots of chocolate, of course, yes. Lots of people will be celebrating this weekend with lots of chocolate. Life with Joyce, good to see you here. And there's our featured channel from yesterday, Mo6510 Models is in the house, another generous and loyal and dedicated supporter who's with us all the time. Hopefully everybody is doing okay in the chat. And again, I don't mean to miss anything. I tend to fall behind. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you wanted me to see, just please mention it again, and I will try to catch it the next time around. It helps me if you can leave 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. Hopefully, I will see it a little bit easier, and then I'll appreciate your patience. All Things Missed Anita is still hanging out. Very cool. And 345 Barry has 181 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get them a little bit closer to the 200 that they're thinking about. And I'm just setting up our probably our raid for afterwards. Other than this, looks like everybody's doing okay. So what we'll do, let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next, and I will get that channel ready while I take a break. We'll come back, and it looks like we are going to be looking at Jewel in the Kitchen. All right, we're back and ready to attack. This is Jewel in the Kitchen with 1,930 or so subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She's working on the road to 2K. We can probably get her much closer right now. And then, yes, thank you for everybody who has shared out, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. It really helps, and thank you everybody for the thumbs up. I appreciate those as well. So I've filled the wheel up with a few more channels here, and I'll start moving a little bit faster as we're in the second half of the live stream now. We've got about 45 minutes to go, and then what we will do is raid Corinne's life, who we looked at earlier. She's always here as a member and a moderator. She'll allow everybody to connect in her live stream the same way that we do here in Tuberchat, so we can keep the family growing. Let's spin and see who's coming up next. Thank you, Mark McEwen, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. And there's the link, actually, that comes through once in a while for the copyright-free music channel. Pardon me, if you want to check that out. It's experimental right now, but I expect to have it 100% ready and rolling and finished by the time we get to the 1-year anniversary, which is at the end of this month, and episode 200, which will follow right behind. Lloyd's Lavender, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Lauren Perkins is another creator who's been back with Tuberchat again and again. Oh, and forgive me, you know, I believe I left you a message on your discussion tab. Yes, thank you for your support. Keep up the great work. Please get in touch anytime. The email address is on the About page. You last week asked me to email you, and forgive me, I didn't find an email address for you easily. So if you want to email, our email address is on our About page. You'll be able to get that easily. And thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. It's just coincidence we happen to have your channel up right this second, but I appreciate that, of course. And then you'll see that Bautissimo now drops a link anytime somebody leaves a super chat. Oh, thank you, Matt's Internet. The description is a work in progress, so I update it regularly. What I suggest to everybody is please to read that at least once a week. I usually don't update it more than once a week, but I will always put new information. If we learn something new about the procedure that we have to do, or if there's other things that I feel like we need shared, I'll put it in there. But thank you for that. And, you know, I never want to tell somebody what they should or shouldn't do for their channel. I try not to exactly do that while I share advice based on my experience and the things we learn here. But if you want to look at my Tuberchat descriptions for inspiration, some things that maybe you're not thinking about that you can add, because YouTube gives you 5,000 characters worth of space to work with. And I recommend that everybody max that out if you can, right? Same with your tags. You get about 500 characters there. And hashtags are a part of this whole thing as well. Hashtags can really help as well. Yeah, absolutely. Thrill Seek. So it's the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat, but I'm making that music available on the copyright-free music channel so everybody can use all that stuff in their videos. It's available everywhere already. Not every song, but I'm publishing them now. So you'll find that the first 6 songs are already available on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, everywhere. So it should be easy to get that stuff used. Sam's Vlogs Trains More is leaving Easter eggs for people this weekend. Good idea. Yes. Yes. I wonder, do they have Easter egg emojis in the chat? Let's see what they have here. I don't think they'd have Easter eggs, but they just have regular eggs. All right. We'll put one Easter egg in the chat. I just put one. That's for everybody to share. Let's spin the wheel and we'll see what's coming up next. I don't know how many slices you can get out of an egg that size. That's got to be the most frustrating thing I've done on Tuberchat recently, but that's okay. Thank you, Carla from Life Through Our Eyes 303. Cooking channels, Anne's Cooking and More. Yeah, there's Jewel in the Kitchen. Actually, we just looked at that a moment ago. Lots of other cooking channels come through here. Cooking with Miss Brown, Classy Cookery, and Khalid Delicious Food. It's a little bit late for him yesterday and today based on time zones, so we haven't seen him today. But there's a lot of other cooking channels that come through. What you'll find here in Tuberchat is that there are channels in all kinds of different niches, things that you may not even have expected. I follow thousands of creators now, as you can imagine. 99% of those have less than 10,000 subscribers, and I love all the content that I've seen, things I may not have ever found because I wouldn't have been looking for them. The non-copyright music isn't free. So Thrill Seeks, it depends on where you're using it from. If you know how to steal it, just steal it. I'm telling you, it's okay to do it. That's the impression, or that's the purpose. I'm gonna make better versions of the music available, like some DJ mixes and stuff like that, so you can have like an hour-long thing, and I'll have a hopefully 24-hour live stream going at some point, so that if you're doing a live stream or something else where you need copyright-free music, you know that you could just go there and it's fine. But you can also find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, like Amazon. It's everywhere. It can be purchased if you wanted to do that. So if you're the kind of person who downloads music still and uses it in a different way than the subscription services, it's available on Amazon and Apple, and it'll be available everywhere, so that you can do that if you want. But if you know how to steal it, go ahead and just steal it. All of that stuff just helps support, right? Music costs money and this and that, but you know, it's meant, I'm already using the stuff for Tuberchat, so I want to make it available to everybody so that you know that there's some stuff there. You know, it's all going to be the same stuff you hear here, particularly EDM style dance house music, if you want to call it that. There probably won't be a lot of other stuff, but if you like what you hear here, you'll be able to use it for yourself as well. The How To Lady has 187 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. She always spreads a ton of positivity through the chat, and for that reason was featured here on Tuberchat not too long ago. I feature a different channel every single day based on generosity and impact that I see within the community, and I do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. By the way, for those of you who are active on Facebook, we used to have a private group, just because when I set it up, for whatever reason, I thought that that was the right way to go. I didn't know that you can't change private group to public after it's made. I should have, I guess, but it doesn't matter. So we started a new one. So there's a new public group there, and then as well, obviously, a Twitter account, Reddit forum that everybody can use to post their videos as well. Could it be downloaded onto email, Thrill Seeks? No, I'll tell you what, it's not so easy to do that, but if you want, just stay in touch with me, and as I get more music ready, I'll just send it to you. 300 bananas for Chen Chen Official. Very, very cool. Hopefully we will get you even farther today. Chen Chen Official will need a few more bananas just to lock that in. And I just laughed because I see Scratch and PPA says exactly. Chen Chen Official is going to do a giveaway later today. Very cool. And yeah, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. 1 like equals 1 Easter egg for Kevin. Yeah, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, then I'll appreciate that. Yes, contributions of Easter eggs. Tomorrow's Easter, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'll put some kind of a better background on here so we can celebrate Easter in the smallest way. And let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. I got to start moving faster because we've got about a little bit more than a half an hour to go, and then we will raid Corinne's life. She will run a live stream where you'll be able to continue connecting the same way that we are here. This is JetLife777, who spreads positivity through the chat as well, was recently featured as actually getting on a few months ago, but they had shown impact on the Tuberchat community. Everybody was kind of drawn to this channel as soon as JetLife777 came in for the first time. So they were featured not too long after finding us, as a matter of fact. I could get a mullet, Sync 4. It's starting to, my hair's starting to wave. So we'll see. if it goes much longer, I'm not going to have a choice. And I grew up in the 80s, so it will be fitting. I'll put on a denim jacket too. We'll see. And let's see what we're going to do about spinning. Lauren Perkins is going to do some giveaways soon in the next few days. So as you connect with Lauren Perkins, you'll be able to see those. And Thrill Seeks has been holding up. You've been using another content creator. Oh, yeah, very cool. D9 is a friend of Tuberchat, somebody that I follow. He makes music that he allows everybody to use as well. So he's a lot of people are already familiar with him. You know, there's copyright free. Oh, what on earth do they call it? NCS, no copyright sounds. There's lots and lots of stuff out there. But what we find is that it's not always easy for everybody to understand how to get their hands on it. But since Tuberchat is already using this music, I bought all this music for Tuberchat, like I own the rights to it and everything else. It's all ghost produced stuff. Then I want to make that available for everybody as well. So it can be purchased, but we'll see. Yeah, Ponytail might be in my future as well. We'll have to see. And hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. The How To Lady, my pleasure having your channel up. Hopefully everybody will rally around JetLife777 and push them a little bit farther. They got 471 subscribers right now. I'd love to push them to 475 or so, get them a little bit closer to the 500 they're thinking about, and they will soon be halfway on the road to the official 1K that is a magical part of all of our lives. Phasio to Face King, I'm going to get your channel up right now. You know who really won over the last year is anybody who made videos about how to cut your own hair before last January. If they already had videos, my goodness, did those things ever explode. So hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. This is Phasio to Face King, another creator who's back with us again and again with 2,300 subscribers. They're obviously doing very well. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther, maybe get them to 2,350 or so. They'll be halfway on the road to the 2,400 that they're thinking about. And then hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. Hopefully it will help me see it a little bit easier. And then let's spin. So I did say we'll move a little bit faster. We've still got quite a while to go. And Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. You'll be happy to know I finally changed your slide on the those slides that come up in the bottom corners of the screen. I finally changed it because I know you added a banner a while ago and I haven't updated the slides in a while. Let's get Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs up on the screen and I'll get Makeup Mom and Son onto the wheel. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs is another channel that's back with us again and again with 130 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, maybe to 135 or 140. And we'll get her moving a little bit farther towards the 200 we know she's thinking about. Sync 4, I'm not a fan of sushi, but I've only had real sushi once. So, you know when you go to the grocery store and you get those things that are like California rolls and everything? I've had lots of that. That I like sometimes. But when you start getting into like real sushi that, you know, sushi lovers like, it's not my thing. So, I know lots of people love it, but it won't be me. Oh yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. We just went into another hardcore lockdown. We're one step away from a stay-at-home order. So for four more weeks, there's not even a chance of a haircut. And my guess is because I get it done in Toronto, it's probably going to be even longer for them. So that won't be happening. We do have sushi fans in the chat too sometimes as well. Georgia Bulldogs, who's always with us, has sushi every Friday. Oh, 2 Pineapples is in the house. We actually looked at that channel earlier. Are they here or no? Oh yeah, there you are. We had I forget actually whether Two Pineapples came in earlier today or not, but we had you on the wheel. I think that was because it was already there from yesterday, but I know we looked at your channel earlier. I forget. You have to just forgive me for forgetting whether you've been here earlier today. But Two Pineapples is a dear friend of Tuberchat, and they're with us all the time anyway, almost every day. They have got a 24-hour live stream going on. So if you're ever on YouTube, you know, so a lot of people jump between live streams. You'll see me do it. I've done it for most people who hear live stream as well. And if you're looking for a live stream to go to and you just don't happen to have anything that you want to see or anybody on, you know, that you're close to and this and that, Two Pineapples is always streaming. So you can hop over there anytime. And like I said, they got some interesting stuff going on their channel. So they're happy to share that information as well. You like sushi? You had it today, Sync 4. Very cool. Lauren Perkins loves sushi. Kristen and Kira like it. They typically will have it when I'm not around. Because I'm not so crazy about it. Let's spin the wheel. And we'll think about adding a couple more names. We still got a half hour to go, so we're going to get a lot of channels on the screen. TC Unleashed, Unleashed You is coming up right now. And this is a relatively new connection for Tuberchat. So I think this is only like the second time we've had this channel on the screen. I could be wrong about that. With 139 subscribers. Oh, sorry, Makeup Mom and Son. I didn't put you on. There you go. With 139 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them rolling a little bit closer to the 200 that they're thinking about. Calming Mind Meditations is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with all these restrictions, Sam Slugs, Trains, and more. I know it's different for everybody all over the world. I'm starting to become a little less optimistic about how quickly we're going to get back to what we call normal, but we'll see. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Oh, thank you, Willow's Creations. Okay, let's spin. I did say I was going to move a little bit faster. TC Unleashed, Unleashed You. Thanks for hanging out. Looking forward to getting to know this channel better. This is what I say. I keep mentioning I like about putting channels on the screen is every time you're here, I get to know your channel a little bit better, and over time, hopefully, the creator behind the channel as well. Sam Slogs Trains and More is always with us as well. This is another generous creator willing to swap playlists, as well as he does the featured channels collaboration and allows people to connect in his live streams the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. The Duffus Family Channel, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, while I'm not inspecting the conversation between Life Derives 303 and Life with Adrienne XO, I see you're mentioning, like, you know, if you're going to pay for a haircut, you want it done right. This is the problem. So, you know, my haircut is not anything spectacular. You've all seen it before. But I get so mad when it's not done the way that I want it done, whether it's right or not. So I go to the same person or a couple of people for years. Right now I'm really tied to like just one person who's been doing it so long. And again, you know, a lot of people who've been in that business have been out of work for a long time in a lot of parts of the world. And you know, here in the Toronto area, it's been just a horror story for them because they keep getting told, oh, you're going to be able to go back to work. Last week you heard me talk about booking an appointment to get a haircut. I was so excited. It was going to be done next Monday, and now it's not going to happen. So it's got to be frustrating. So I insist on waiting until that girl can cut my hair and go to her because, like I said, she's been out of work for a long time, and I will give her a nice, substantial tip when I get there, and I will be so unbelievably grateful to get myself back to my beautiful look. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up now. This is another loyal and dedicated and very generous supporter who's been with Tuberchat for a long time. And like I said, it's been a little while now, probably a month, but she did add this banner to her channel. So now I finally updated the slide there it is right there. The slide comes up just as the same time I put the channel up. So luckily we got that done. And Makeup Mom and Son says, let's grow, let's grow, let's grow. Yes, absolutely, I agree. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Red Hot Reactions is in the house. Good to see you back again. I should add some names to the wheel, so let me get that done in another second here. I don't know if B Savage is still with us. They're still on the wheel. Scratch and Pete is not having great luck today, but that's okay. We see that channel every day because Scratch and Pete is a dedicated moderator and somebody who's with us all the time. All Things Miss Tanita is coming up. I'm going to have to start actually rifling through channels by the look of it. We've got a lot of people to put up today. All Things Miss Tanita, Anne's Cooking and More is coming up. Life with Adrienne XO. We looked at Mark McEwen. Matt's Internet is coming up. Mo 6510 Models was our featured channel from yesterday. We're going to see them. They've got thousands of subscribers. Oh, I can't copy and paste here. Rock Chick Beauty we looked at because of your super chat. Thank you for that. Willow's Creations, let's get you up there right now as well. And I'll add some more names shortly. Let's spin. Let's see who's coming up next. Thank you, Mark McEwen. Always fishing for compliments. I thought, so one of these days I should make a TikTok video. I don't do a lot on TikTok ever at all, but I thought of what I'll do is I'll walk into get my haircut, and I'll hold up a sign that says 9, right? Get her to do the haircut, but do it as a time lapse, so it's like all done in 1 minute, and then hold up a 10. Show everybody. That's how it's done, folks. That's how you go from a 9 to a 10 in 1 minute. Let's see what's going on with Mod 6510 Models. They've got 6,570 subscribers. You can see, like, every time I put this channel up, the number jumps because they're experiencing rapid growth now. So my understanding, and I got to catch them on some more live streams, is that they do a great job on their live streams as well as the videos that they post. You can see how frequently they're posting. Did I understand right, or maybe I'm mistaken? I think maybe they hop into other people's live streams. Is that what we were talking about? Yeah, I think that's it. But apparently they spend, you know, like the editing is fantastic on their videos as well. So you want to have a look at this channel, because when you see channels, I usually say anybody over 3,000, that you know, there's something to be learned from these channels as well as entertained and inspired by, because they're progressing quickly. Makeup Mom and Son, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that. I was thinking that might knock out our stream boss, but not quite, but that's okay. I appreciate that and all of your generosity. Oh, Just Diana Fabulous over 50 is going for pizza time. Very good. I have pizza time at least once a week. I wish I would stop eating that stuff, but my favorite thing. B Savage, I'm not sure if you're still here. Maybe not, eh? Okay, B Savage, let me know if you're still here, and we'll put you up right away. If not, then I'm just going to move on quickly. Oh, wow. Life Derives 303. Carla is celebrating, or did some celebrating, because they've got a new job coming next week. Very cool. Very, very good stuff. Hopefully that works out great. Our thoughts will be with you, and hopefully that positivity will make it even better for you. Life with Adrienne XO is coming up. This is a long time friend of Tuberchat, a channel that was featured months and months and months ago. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel and connect with her if you haven't already. With 1,440 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1500 that she's thinking about right now. She's getting very close. And then Mo6510 Models premieres a video every 2 days. There you go. That's how frequently they're posting. So that could be a key to their success. What I would do is I'd head over to Mo6510 Models, but I'd start hooking up with them on other social networks and asking them what they're doing as well. My guess is if they're here in the Tuberchat community, they are probably very willing to help others and share their knowledge, so we can find out how exactly they are moving so fast and getting past that 6,000 subscribers that we just saw. Let's think about spinning. Life with Adrienne XO had a lot of generosity and showed impact in the Tuberchat community right away when coming in, and was featured. She's one of the first channels, I think, that was featured on Tuberchat, like way last summer, a long time ago. So it's been that long, and that speaks volumes about the creator behind the channel. When we see somebody who's still aggressively growing even after being monetized, right? You can see that Life with Adrienne XO is a fully monetized channel and still coming to meet new friends and family members. You never know when you're going to meet the new creators that are going to be your closest friends and people that you collaborate with and stuff like that. You've already got a couple, I know already. Everybody does. Everybody has some creators that stand out as your biggest supporters. You never know when the next one is going to come around. So that's why I'm always happy to see monetized channels still coming to Tuberchat working, because you never know when the next one's going to come. And there you go, Mo6510 Models, always willing to help others. And then you're already in Tennessee, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Very cool. Hopefully you're going to enjoy your time there. And then, yeah, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. Post 2 to 3 times a week and sometimes more often. Sounds like everybody in the chat is doing better than me. As much as I sit up here and talk about what we all should be doing, I'm always behind on my personal channel. I do a great job with other channels. Obviously, Tuberchat posts 4 times a week with these live streams, but I tend to be behind. I tried to do a live stream yesterday many times. I tried a new system that didn't work, an app and all this, and it just frustrated me and probably everybody else. But then I went back to try to do it again anyway, and the wind was so terrible. I didn't go out today for that reason. The wind is just so awful. Couldn't have got it done. Dead Soul Gamer Girl is back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And then Willow's Creations wanted to reach 300 in a week. So one of the things I just want to point out, just because you're mentioning that, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just want to warn about against anybody growing too quickly. The reason why is because if you're meeting too many friends and family members for your channel, your losses will probably be much more extreme. YouTube aggressively purges now. We've seen it again. This week was pretty big. Around Wednesday, everybody took a bit of a hit, but it's very possible to come to either Tuberchat or other live streams that are similar. There's hundreds of them out there, and meet creators too quickly, and then YouTube will take most or all of them away within the next day or two. It's very frustrating. So that's why I focus so much on relationships between creators. I talk about friends and family members. As you spend more time here, for those of you who are a little bit newer to Tuberchat, you'll get to know what I mean when I talk about family. When I talk about, you see creators that are here all the time, like Scratch and Pete and Michael's Adventures and Corinne's Life, and creators who've been with us for months and months and months, like Life Through Our Eyes 303, Life with Adrienne XO, newer creators like Makeup Mom and Son and Emotion. And I don't mean to play favorites, so please don't feel left out when I'm talking about a few channels. I'm just pointing out, you hear these names over and over and over again here in Tuberchat. For anybody that's a little bit newer, as you hear me tell the stories about the creators that come through the chat and the channels we put on the screen, you'll get the idea of the kind of loyal and dedicated community that we have here. It truly does turn into friends, and you can absolutely consider it family members, absolutely, because you'll find one of the complaints that I hear most often from creators is, why do people on YouTube support me more than my own friends and family? And it's true. I don't know what it's like for everybody here to try to get, like, in real life friends and family to try to subscribe to your channel and watch your videos. I can tell you a story. One of the biggest channels that I manage now, the biggest one that I manage, has 12,000 subscribers, and that creator had to sit on the phone with a friend he's known for 20 years for half an hour to get them to be their 100th subscriber. Now that's like 4 years ago or whatever it is now, right? 4 or 5 years ago. But when that happened, like, what a story to tell now, you know, where you've got other people who are coming by on the internet and supporting you much more than you would have expected. That's not the same for everybody. You know, I certainly don't want to whine and complain about it, but I just want to say, like, you know, it's an ideal when we talk about our loyal and dedicated community here and the stories that I tell about these creators. Scratch and PPA is the perfect example of this. Somebody who gives much more than he expects to receive. I think I'm a pretty supportive creator myself. When I'm out, I'm trying to hit as many live streams as I can. I try to watch a lot of videos. I try to support people in other ways. And everywhere I go, Scratch and PPA is either there or has already been there, or it has beat me to the punch all the time. And for those of you who know him already, you know that. So look at this. Scratch and PPA has hit 400 subscribers, which thank goodness, because we were hoping for that. What I hope, though, is that everybody who hasn't already connected with him today will do so right now, because we want to make sure he gets that 400 locked in and doesn't slip below the 400. As well, you'll find that Scratch and PPA does an interactive series of videos on his channel. He premieres every Tuesday. You can see the next one's ready to go. And first of all, if you make it to that premiere, which I hope you'll put the reminder on right now, I'm going to do it right now, you will see that for 400 subscribers, Scratch and Pete has a live stream that rivals some creators that have 4 or 5 times that many subscribers. So you can see the kind of loyalty and dedication that Scratch and PPA has when out supporting everybody as a friend and a family member. And so I hope you'll connect with him. And if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, you get a chance to vote on the content of next week's video too. So it's an interactive series, and it's interesting to see. Hopefully everybody will be a part of that. Tip God, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then Rock Chick Beauty, hopefully you'll be able to get back to posting more frequently soon enough. Like that since 2011. It makes sense. Yeah, Retronic Collector. What we find is ever since about September the 14th of this year, they're getting even more aggressive. It seems to me that they used to do a major purge once every 3 months. Now, constantly, you know, we're hearing about it every few days that there are losses being taken by many creators. Let's get Life Through Our Eyes 303 up here right now. This is another creator who is, you know, absolutely a family member to Tuberchat, has been connected to all of us for a long, long time, was previously featured, of course, many, many months ago, and with 1,330 subscribers, this channel's fully monetized. Hopefully everybody will rally around them and push them a little bit farther as well to get Carla to the 1,400 that we know she's thinking about now. I'm going to get a couple more channels onto the wheel here. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment, just please put 3 thumbs up at the beginning. Mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience as I tend to fall behind. And Lauren Perkins is at 161. Very cool. What can I do here about adding some names to the wheel? We will go and do our raid in about 15 minutes. I'm just looking at something in another window here. Uh-oh. I just clicked something that I shouldn't have, but it's okay. When you see me looking way off to the side here, it's because I'm looking in another window, just making sure our raid, our live stream is set up with Corinne's Life. Everybody will be able to continue connecting over there. She allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do over here, so we can keep the party rolling over there in her chat. We'll be over there in another 15 minutes or so, and I'll get a link for us soon enough. Let me see what I can do about getting a couple more names on the wheel for now, and I'll spin right away. Let's get Retronic Collector. And well, a lot of people, I'm not sure how many people we still have who've been here for a while. If you're just watching and not in the chat, come into the chat, drop a couple messages so I can make sure I'm not missing channels who've been here for a long time. I'd hate for somebody to have been here for an hour and a half or 2 hours and not been on the wheel yet, and then miss your chance just from not being too active in the latter part of the live stream. Let's get Calming Mind Meditations up here. This is another longtime friend of Tuberchat, a channel that's been with us for quite some time, was previously featured, of course, with 129 subscribers. Hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. This is where we saw the hardest climb. I think this particular channel is the one that I saw have the hardest time getting to the first 100 because of the way that YouTube seems to have changed their purging. And boy, was it ever a struggle. But this is a channel that has this is a creator that has absolute perseverance. That's for sure, because they managed to, you know, get well past that first 100 now and keep going. And I used to show their channel all the time, the fact that they're subscribed to so many more channels than are subscribed to them. So they absolutely live by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. Fanatic Guide, we've got you on the wheel now. Dead Soul Girl Gamer, we looked at, of course. Most 6510 models, even removes connections you regularly watch. So I mentioned it today before you came in. Kristen, my girlfriend, woke up today and was not subscribed to Tuberchat again for the third time in 6 months. And she's a member, moderator, and is here with us for hours every day. And so you can imagine that's ridiculous. So, you know, it's not that people unsubscribe, it's YouTube doing it. That's what we're talking about. But, you know, we just have to do as much as we possibly can for each other while we're connecting. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz is settling in Tennessee there for the Easter weekend. Very good. Calming Mind Meditation, still struggling, but hopefully we'll get a lot of people to rally around your channel and get you moving a little bit closer to the 200 that I know you must be thinking about now. And then yes, you're right, absolutely, red hot reactions, good way to put it. The thing you know is that while all of this aggressive purging is going on, the connections that stick are going to be the most loyal and dedicated ones. Oh, most 6510 models, if you ever find a way to get the notifications to work properly, please let me know, because that's another, I don't want to get into whining and complaining here, but you know, many times we see that notifications don't work the way that they should. Ant's Cooking and More is a brand new connection for Tuberchat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. Hopefully I'll find something around 10 minutes. I notice most of your stuff is much shorter than that, but I'll see what I can find here, except for a few live streams that you've done. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. 14 or 11. Here, I'll take this one. 11-minute video. I've added it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up for sure and subscribe. And then I will put your notification bell on as well, so that our connection will stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And I'm just looking off in another window there to see what is happening. And yeah, it was our that was our home phone ringing. And then yeah, there's some more gamers here. Retronic Collector. I would guess that 10% of the Tuberchat crowd is gamers, so it's pretty substantial. Now, Tuberchat has, I do have a phone for Tuberchat, but it's not really used for phone calling. I just, keep the cheapest thing I can. It's like 15 bucks a month, because you know you have to do two-factor authentication with your channel. That's a great way to at least have one slight level of security on it, right? But that means you got to get a text message, and my phone is maxed out for all the different accounts and stuff that I have. So Tuberchat has its own thing, but it's an old iPhone I used to use, and this and that, so not nearly as loud as the home phone that you just heard. Retronic Collector has 65 subscribers, so again, this is a channel that's under 100. We're just going to do them a favor and leave a message here. Holy smokes, I can't type. And hopefully you do better than I do when you leave comments. I'm just racing through this. Again, this is a new connection for Tuberchat, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm going to try to find a video, maybe 10 minutes, maybe not. I will take this 30-minute video and I will add this, your latest one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and then our connection should be solid. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat and have the notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. The Duffus Family channel has not been on yet. Living Beautifully, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Michael's Adventures, thank you so much for the kind words always. Michael's Adventures, again, is one of the most supportive creators on YouTube. He believes wholeheartedly, you know, among probably the most I've ever seen, in giving much more than he expects to receive. And I see him always supporting other creators and doing a very deliberate job of that. So he's obviously willing to swap playlists as well, if anybody wants to reach out to Michael's Adventures specifically for that reason. And anybody wanting to swap playlists with each other can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, you can reach out. You can reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Red Hot Reactions, you weren't on the wheel until now, but you are right now. And thank you so much, Sergeant Life. I appreciate that. Sergeant Life is a channel that's with us all the time, previously featured, of course. We did look at your channel today, didn't we, Sergeant Life? The days blend into each other. Here, look at that luck. As soon as I put Red Hot Reactions on, they come up right away. Oh, I see, Retronic Collector. I'll be looking forward to seeing that, and then I'll get to know a little bit more about your channel. Red Hot Reactions is back with us again. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel, push them a little bit farther beyond the 208 subscribers they have right now. We want to push them over maybe even 210, get them rolling on that road towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And, oh, thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I can't for the... I couldn't remember. The days blend into each other for me here sometimes, so I don't want to miss anybody. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, right? I say that all the time. Let's spin. I don't think Matt's internet is still with us. If that channel comes up. I know Living Beautifully just walked in, but... we'll look at this channel right now. Look at that luck as well, eh? As soon as I put you on the wheel, it comes right up. Happens sometimes. Living Beautifully with 36 videos. We don't know how many subscribers she has right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push this channel towards the next milestone that she's looking towards. Tiffany Wears T-shirts. You did something. I'll bet that you did. I saw you, I think you were live right before Tuberchat started, so I didn't get a chance to come in today. But I thought I saw a headline that said something about a challenge. Oh, Matt's internet is here. Okay, very good. I've got you on the wheel. I'm going to spin again quickly. Living Beautifully's been back with us again and again, so hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. And like I said, we all know what it's like to hit milestones of different kinds. Doesn't matter if it's your first subscriber, first 10, 50, 100, or 1,000, or even beyond. So we just want to push each other to get a little bit farther all the time. Let's look at the Duffus Family channel. This is another channel that's recently been back. If you thought Balut was back, oh no, you did something else. Tiffany Wears T-shirts is a very brave soul. She enjoys doing challenges occasionally on her channel, and stuff that I wouldn't be willing to do, but it's great content, that's for sure. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that. Maybe we'll see what it was when we get her channel up on the screen here. Oh, Red Hot Reactions. We just put your channel up a second ago, right before the Duffus Family channel. 585 subscribers for them. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 590 or so. They'll be very close to the 600 that they're thinking about, and you know, more than halfway, well more than halfway towards the magical 1K that we all think about. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. We're going to go over and raid Corinne's Life. Let me get the link for that right now, actually, for everybody. But I will get the last couple of channels onto the screen here. Oh, All Things Miss Tanita. Thank you for the time that you've spent. Look at the luck here. We're going to look at Tiffany Wears T-shirts right now. If you can, just hit that link. Mention Tuberchat Raid when you get over there. I will put a couple more channels up here. And thank you, All Things Miss Tanita. For the life of me, I can't remember whether we put your channel up today. I thought you were on the wheel. I'm going to make sure, though. Yeah, if there's anybody that I've missed, just mention something in the chat. I pinned that link, but if you can, say Tuberchat Raid, head over and visit Corinne's Life, and she will allow us to continue connecting the way that we are connecting here. Challenges and more here. Let's see what she just did. I'm not going to watch it. I just want to see. Oh, dear. We'll give her a thumbs up already. We'll have to watch this after, but everybody knows we've got something interesting to watch as soon as you connect with Tiffany Wears T-shirt. She's been back with us again and again here on Tuberchat as well. I've missed a few things, obviously. I got to catch up, but we raided her the other last week, and she tried those preserved duck eggs, the balut, that is common, especially here on YouTube. People are using it for challenges, but certainly is interesting. So hopefully everybody will rally around her. With 1,670 or so subscribers, she's climbing quickly, and hopefully we'll get her a little bit closer to the 1,700 that she's thinking about right now. Thank you, TC Unleashed You. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. They really do help the stream. We've done great today, and make sure to give Corinne's Life a thumbs up on the way in over there as well. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. Tomorrow's live stream will be 2 hours earlier than today. Thank you, Willow's Creations. We did look at your channel, right? What on earth is wrong with me today that I can't, for the life of me, I thought we just looked at it. I've got to get myself together here. I ripped off somebody's chance there. I spun the wheel and then I added a name, but that's okay. We'll spin again. Thank you, Willow's Creations. We will get a chance to look at your channel for a second. I can't remember for the life of me whether we had it. I thought I put you on the wheel earlier, and I just want to make sure. So we'll look, and if we saw it earlier, I'll just pull it off quickly. Oh, I don't think we looked at your channel today. So I'm glad that we did. You're a new connection for Tuberchat, so I am going to grab one of your latest videos. I'll take your latest one, this 13-minute video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up. Of course, I'll subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat and have our notification bell on as well now, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's get Matt's internet up here. And Willow's Creations, forgive me for the delay. I probably should have had your channel up a little bit earlier. Matt's internet is also a new connection for Tuberchat. So, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm just going to take your latest video here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, again, I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment, and I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, and I will do that within the next 24 hours. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Lego Builders Gamers is up, and I will look at Spotless.com. Let's spin. Wait for me, wait for me. I did drop a link for a raid. Please say Tuberchat raid when you get over there. That's Corinne's life. She will allow everybody to connect the same way that we are here in Tuberchat. But I will get these last couple of channels on the screen before we head over there, and I'll join everybody in a few minutes. Spotless.com is coming up right now. They've been with us before with 229 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther as well. Maybe get them over the 230 that they're thinking about, and a little bit closer on the road to the 300 that will soon be on their mind. And meditation and relax music sounds like something almost anybody can enjoy. And then you know, Calming Mind Meditations and Spotless Calm, I wouldn't be surprised if you were connected. And thank you, Lego Builders Gamers. Happy Easter to you too, and to everybody celebrating. I know there's different holidays all over the world, so hopefully everybody's making the most of their weekend. And let's spin. I'm moving really, really quickly now because we're just about to finish the live stream. I've already dropped the link for the Tuberchat raid. Please head over there, say Tuberchat raid when you get there. Give a thumbs up on your way out and on your way in for Corinne's life. And I'll see you over there in a few minutes. We're going to look at these last couple of channels. All Things Miss Tanita. 383 subscribers for her. And this is a channel that's been back with us again and again. I can't remember. Maybe we did put this up today. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday. But hopefully we'll push her a little bit farther towards the 400 that she's thinking about as well. And I will leave our chat running for another 3 or 4 minutes so that everybody can finish up their connections here if you want to. And then head over to that live stream that Corinne's life has already got going on. And we can continue connecting over there. And again, just please mention Tuberchat raid when you get there. Calming Mind Meditations, my pleasure. Spotless Com's improving on their videos, very cool. And Lego Builders Gamers, let's get you up here. I can't remember for the life of me if we've had your channel on the screen before or not. We're going to find out right now. I think not. I know you've been here before, but I'm glad that we're going to connect now with 3,000 subscribers. They're obviously doing very well. I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 13-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will, go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. and I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat and you have our notification bell on now so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And thank you, Willow's Creations. Thank you for everybody, all the time that you spent. You know, there's 38 million channels on YouTube to choose from, not to mention the billion other things you could be doing when you're not here. So I appreciate every moment that you spend here in Tuberchat, and I will be happy to see everybody again in a few minutes with Corinne's Life, and then again hopefully tomorrow. So thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.